All right, guys, Magna 2019. We're at Aqamia. You're going to know the name more Hydor. We got Brian here. We're going to go ahead and talk about what makes the Celts D pump different. It's their DC pump, different from other pumps on the market. They're Aqamia circulation pumps. Reason we like them, easy product for us to bring in, is the Hydor Corellias. Tried and true, been around forever. They're tanks, they last forever. They bring another product on the market. We're definitely going to get behind them. Been very happy, successful with them. They got something new that's coming. He's going to tell us a little bit about their products.
Thanks, Brandon. So one of the things that Brandon talked about is the Celts D pumps. Celts D have been in the market now for a few months. We have the Celts D is a submersible or inline application. It actually comes in 3 flow rates. You can buy it as a 1600 GPH, 2400 GPH, or 3200 GPH. One of the real nice things about the Celts D that most people don't know is it's actually AC, but it's AC controllable. The reason that's important is AC is going to give you better energy consumption rates from the wall versus our DC counterparts, but it's also controllable in terms of flow. So you can turn that flow up or down dependent on your needs, just like you would a DC style. So actually we're calling it a hybrid design because we've taken all the best benefits of AC pump and married it with all the best benefits of the DC pump. So on the controller itself, it's going to give it all that functionality of controlling the flow. We also have a pause or utility mode on here, which is going to give you a 5-minute auto timer to do water changes, maintenance, whatever it might be. If you need it less, just hit the pause again and you're right back into speed. And then 2 safety features that the controllers are going to give you is the low water sensor inside the pump. So in a low water application, it'll shut the pump down. And then second to that, it has memory inside. So if you have a power interruption and so you have the control set at 3 setting, when the power cuts back on, it cuts back on at that 3. So you're not throwing water over the house. There we go. Smaller sizes available in 500 GPH, 750, and 1200 GPH. That's a true DC pump, and fully controllable, just like the other ones. So, flow rates from 500 through 3200 with head rates over 16 foot.
And there's 3, right?
6 total in the Celts D family. Okay. 3 of the Celts D DC drive, and 3 of the Celts D AC controllables.
Okay, we stocked the 3 DCs. So, yeah, we got those in our store. You guys want to check them out over to the Aqamia. All right. Guys, these are super silent, not warm at all. Honestly, I didn't even know they could be hooked up external. They're doing great. No leakage from the pumps, gaskets, everything are doing great.
Absolutely. So in the Aqamia brand, which is part of the Hydor group, all made in Italy, alongside the rest of the Hydor product line, is you have our Wi-Fi program goods. So you've got 2 circulation pumps. You've got the KPS, going to give you a flow range of 370 to 1,050 GPH. And you got the KPM, which is 1,150 to 2,700 GPH. So the form factor on these guys is nice and small. And the mounting is one of the things that makes it unique. So we've got our patented magnet suction cup mounting. And in this case, we also have magnetism built in the base of the pump. So you can position this, aim that pump around to get that flow position exactly where you need it in the aquarium. Magnets on the small guys are rated for over 5/8 glass, and just about 7/8 glass on the larger size. So it can accommodate some big aquariums. So from the pumps we go to the controller. The controller sends out the Wi-Fi signal and also holds all that programming that we gave the pump. Now the programming of itself is all done on your phone or your tablet. So you download the app. Free download on Apple or an Android device. Setup is completely simple. You come into the app, you sign on. You can sign on with a Facebook account, with a Google account, or if you don't have either one, you can create your own. Just simply email and the basic stuff. Click the research. This is going to scan for any Wi-Fi code that you've got hooked up. So any Aqamia device that's plugged in, it will see that code, and then you put in the generic passcode that we give you. It connects to the device. Once you connect to the device, come back to manage, and it's going to list anything that you've got hooked up. If you've got a combination of lights and circulation pumps hooked up, you can toggle back and forth between each to make it easier to find. From here, you can change the name of your device. You can change the passcode. So if you're afraid of somebody getting in to change your program, if it's in a maintenance account or you don't want your wife or kids to get in and start playing with it, you can change it pretty simply. For the first time that you plug it in, they're not programmed, so you've got to set a program. So you just come down here. Oops, I think we're on the lights.
Yeah, guys, this is for the lights. They do have some sexy lights. They actually hooked us up over at ProClear. Put a couple lights on the tank over there for us. The lights are definitely something we're going to have to take a look at getting in.
So when you look at the programming of the pump, we're always trying to take a look at what's going on in a full 24-hour period of time. So I just got in to edit one of our programs. So think of this as midnight all the way through midnight on the other side. Each block is going to be 30 minutes of time, and then each color represents a different wave or surge pattern that we've assigned it. So to make changes, it can be as simple as just deleting some cells out, and then you can come back and choose the program that makes sense for you. So maybe you want to assign a wave program here. So if you have the wave program pushed in, and now we can edit what that's going to look like. So we're going to set the minimum flow rate, maximum flow rate, and then down here how fast or slow we want it to surge. So we can go from 250 milliseconds all the way to 2.5 seconds. Save that. Maybe you want to do that for a period of time. You could go back in and you could do each one manually, or you could just simply pull to fill additional cells. A couple of other programs that are in the list. You've got a smooth mode, which is really going to emulate like an incoming or an outgoing tide. You also have the randomized mode. And again, all we're doing is we select that style of wave or flow, and then hit the minimum and the maximum flow rate.
I did like how I just saw the feed mode, guys. If you're feeding the same time all the time, go ahead and put a feed mode in there. It's going to block out 30 minutes.
It's a maximum of 30 minutes, but it doesn't necessarily have to go that long.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you want to do 10-minute feed time, feed the same time every day, go ahead and thaw out your food.
You're going to turn that flow down to whatever you need to do.
Gotcha.
Let's say it's on for a 10-minute period. What happens then is the program that's directly following will sneak up and take over those extra 20 minutes.
Nice. All right.
So then if the program's to your liking, you hit the check mark, and then you can either save it to your list to run it to at any time, or you can save it and send it directly to the drivers of the pump.
Cool.
So save yourself a step. Once it's at the pump, it holds the pump holds all that information, so you don't need any connection in between your device and the pump.
Okay.
You can actually leave the house.
Nice. That'll work.
Also, the controls lighting's going to have a lot of the same functionality that the pumps do.
What's the difference between these?
So you've got our LRS, which is a single puck 50-watt fixture, and then the LRM, which is a dual puck 100-watt fixture.
Okay, and then just black and white, black and silver.
Color combinations, black, and white, platinum. Okay. The cuts of them are identical. The pucks are identical in that it's both 8-color, 6-channel controllability. Just a single puck versus a dual puck design. When you go to the lighting, programming again is very simple and kind of similar to what we did on the pump side. In this case, we've got you 6 presets to choose from. Make up your own, run one of mine, modify one of mine, whatever's the best situation for you. In this case, I'll just put it again in an edit mode so we can edit out what one of our programs is. Just take the Coral Boost program here. So what we're looking at in the programming is, again, midnight through midnight. Top half of the graph is our warm colors, the whites, greens, and reds. Bottom half is blue indigos and the UVs. And it's all touch points. So if you wanted to make your sunrise period a little bit earlier, maybe make your sunset period last a little bit longer, you can just simply modify that at the touch of the screen. To keep our spectrums, but maybe increase or decrease the intensities, you can just simply drop and drag in the selected fields. If you wanted to change the spectrums, just press and hold, and it brings up our color wheel. So at this point, slider on the left is going to operate all the warm colors, slider on the right is going to operate all the cool colors. Dial it into where it makes the most sense for you. You're going to hit the check mark and then the graphing corrected for what we just programmed in.
These lights look pretty easy and fun to set up.
They are very simplistic. At this point, you can also do a couple things. You can program in your cloud cover, storm type of effects that everybody's looking for. If you're replacing less intense lights with high intensity LEDs, you can build in the acclimation mode. So this is automatically going to build intensities to the percentage that you do over the time that you give it.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about futzing every day with the light intensity. Automatically does it for you.
All right.
And then you can also play a demo of this. So before you commit, you can just make sure when it rolls through in about a minute and a half that it's looks like it's supposed to. So that's the lighting.
All right, you got a new product coming.
I do. So we're happy to announce the new protein skimmers. So we've got the ESK protein skimmers, which uses the same DC drive that we just talked about with the self-feed DCs. We've got 3 models that we'll come to market with. You've got the large one, which is rated for 400 gallon. The one we're showing here, which is rated for up to 250. And then we've got the one in the red sea over there is rated for 150 gallon aquarium.
All right, guys, so this is controlled. You can control the power, figure out how much water you need in and out of it, and then you can also control the air intake here. What's this for?
So this
I
is
know the air's coming from here.
You'll notice there's no pipe.
Yeah.
So it's a pipeless skimmer, which makes it a nice small footprint, so you can get it in a lot of smaller sump spaces.
See it now.
So that is the traditional water height regulator that a lot of guys have. So there's a gate valve down at the bottom, and that's what regulates that valve. So that's going to really operate the height of the water inside the chamber.
When we turn this, it allows the water to go in and out if you see it turning at the bottom.
As DC drive, obviously it's controllable, so you can control the speed up and down depending on what you need. Just like on the other one, it's got the utility mode, so it has a 5-minute automatic timer. And 2 safety features as well, is that it has a low water sensor and again the memory. So if the power cuts off, when it cuts back on, it's going to remember the last second. Nice. The other really nice feature that this guy has is a 5-minute delay on startup. So if you imagine in a power interruption, all that water rushes back to the sump of the aquarium. This lets the power get back on and gets the pump back in the cycle before the skimmer cuts back on. So it's got that 5-minute delay. It cuts the skimmer on after 5 minutes. So you're not going to overskim something. That's inside the cycle. The cup itself comes pre-drilled. So if you don't want to take the cup off, you don't have to. You can just drain it right here from the valve. If you do take the cup off, it's all O-ring sealed. And one nice feature that it also has to very easily clean it, the center ring pops out. So you can really get in there and do a job of cleaning the cup. Retail price point is going to be between $350 through $650 on the models.
All right,
Available
guys.
in October.
In October. Keep a lookout, guys. Definitely appreciate it.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.